Hello guys, I figured I'd do a little update. Well, as some of you are aware, I've been having some internet and computer problems and, well, I'm kind of still working on it and I'm not entirely sure my system is stable right now. And because of that, I'm just not confident in recording because I do not want to be in a recording and have it, restart on me or freeze or something like that. Just don't want that to happen because that'll ruin the entire set and footage may get corrupt and all kinds of bad stuff. So, plus it'll give me some time to, well, essentially just play some games because hey, that's fun, right? Yeah, also, I seem to have hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which, I don't know, it always, to a lot of people, seems like one of those things like, wow, that's great, you doing any special videos and stuff. I've been asked that repeatedly, and my answer has always been no, because frankly I don't really see the point in them, but, I mean, considering I am not actually recording anything, I still have a couple of sets to upload as, well, as of this moment, as I'm recording this. Yeah, essentially, what I thought I'd do, considering, I always get a bunch of questions, and I figured this could actually be a decent excuse for me to actually, group them up and answer them. Yeah, it's that simple. So yeah, I figured just if you guys have any questions, just post them as a reply to this video, or you can email them to contact@eterna.nl, or private message them to me. If you do private message me on YouTube, please do, make the subject Q&A or something, so then I can just really, it'll stand out that way. So yeah, I'm not sure as to when, I'm open for questions like that. I always try to answer questions whenever I get them, but yeah, I figure this is a good moment. Like, if there's anything you guys want to ask, just go right ahead. Also, I am actually just sitting here just recording this, me talking, and I'll have some game playing in the background. I have no clue what yet, so I hope whatever I pick is enjoyable. Let's put it like that. So yeah, I am actually, one of the things I will, I will answer already, because I always get asked, like, what is the game that you're going to Let's Play next? Well, as of this recording, I currently have 3 projects, and they're long ones. I mean, it's better to say it for future reference, but it's Oblivion, which is, incredibly long if you go through all of it, and, I'm a lot of videos in, and I basically have done nothing. That's what it feels like. Then there's Black Mirror 2, which, when I started that's actually a pretty good one, because when I started it, I figured, it's an average adventure game. It'll probably be like 5 hours. And, I was like, well, it'll take me a bit longer, because, I'm a dumbass when it comes to adventure games and stuff like that. Especially when I'm recording, it's just, I've told that so many times by now, it feels ridiculous and redundant, but yeah, just recording, it takes, 75% of my brain. Because I have to continually keep talking, translating again of what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking, and I don't know, in some way it's really blagging for me. It's kind of a bummer, not being a native English speaker, because I think that would be a lot easier. So yeah, I figure, it would take me about 7-8 hours. That seemed very alright to me, but as I got stuck at some point, I had to look it up, and I noticed, like, I was just in a walkthrough and I was just scrolling through to get to the part where I was and not read anything beyond that point. And I was looking at, the scroll bar in the browser, and it was just completely at the top at that point. I was like, holy cow, is this game that long? And yeah, it is. So, Black Mirror 2, also a very long game. Didn't expect that, but I'm still loving it at this point, so I actually really don't mind that. It starts slow, it's very casual in a way, but it's, I don't know, it's very, very good to play. Yeah. And the other thing is, God, what's it called? Well, Indigo Prophecy is kind of longish. I thought again that was a bit shorter than it actually is. So yeah, Indigo Prophecy, can't go wrong with that one. Can't go wrong with that. And I actually, yeah, you know, Indigo Prophecy. I don't know, 8 hours, 10. I have no clue. It'll probably take me a bit longer. Frankly, you can't actually take that much longer considering how, you know, scripted and it keeps on going, which is awesome. I love that game, I really do. I seem to complain at it a lot, which I actually do with a lot of videos, but despite all the complaining I do and stuff, I'm just really having a good time, and I don't know, I hope that always just shines through, you know. I have not Let's Played a game that I didn't enjoy because, well, I wouldn't be Let's Playing it. It's simple as that. You know, that's also why a first set to me is just, is this going to be a good game to Let's Play? Because when I just test it, it may seem like a good game, but it can still turn out not to be, because there have been games that I always had the, you know, the feeling like that could be a good Let's Play, that would be really a good thing to do, but then it turned out to be shit. Or just, you know, I couldn't comment on it, or... yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't turn out good in any way, and yeah, you just never see that, so... yeah, there's been quite some of those, but I actually at this moment have another one that I'm kind of... I've recorded one set for, which I really enjoyed, and I have yet to record a second set because, you know, it's not an active project yet. He'll probably be the replacement for Indigo Prophecy at this point, but yeah, I'm not going to say which it is, obviously. Oh man, I'm going to get so many questions on that one now. Great. But yeah, it's still something completely different, which to me is important. You know, you have a lot of Let's Players who just go play one genre, you know, horror, survival horror, stuff like that, or people who just play shooters, or, you know, stuff like that. I like variation, I really do. It's what keeps it interesting, right? I mean, you know, survival horror is not really my thing anyway, but just doing one genre of games, that would just get so boring. You need variation in your games, you really do, or at least I do. But yeah, that's always why I can't try to pick, you know, games that have not been Let's Played to death, though there have been some exceptions there, obviously, but I try to vary a bit, which, I don't know, if I find a Let's Player, because honestly, you know, I watch Let's Plays as well, that's how I started doing them, so I always, you know, hope that they have some varied stuff and that actually works for them. And yeah, I don't know, if someone just specializes, if you can call it that, then, I don't know, I always find that a bummer personally, but, you know, everyone's different, everyone wants different things, I get that, but yeah. I don't know, I always make my Let's Plays, you know, out of a way, well, of a perspective of what would someone want to see, and I'm having fun either way, because I wouldn't make a decision that I wouldn't enjoy, so... yeah, I don't know, I just try to vary, which I think is important. I think it is. I'm probably the only one. But yeah, God, I've been jumping from topic every minute, I think. That's what it feels like. I was going to say something earlier, but then I just started rambling about random stuff. Something about projects, but I can't remember. How's that? It's very typical, I guess. I don't know. I should probably keep that in because it is so typical. But yeah, to get back to the essence of this video, just, yeah, if you have any questions, just throw them in the comments below, or mail them to me at contact@eterna.nl, or private message me on YouTube, so please don't do it on Steam or something. You know, direct chat, because that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'll have to keep track of them manually, and that'll, well, I don't know. I'm lazy, so I prefer to just have it right there. So yeah, I don't know. I'll keep this open for a while, and have you guys just throw questions in there, and I'll pick out some interesting ones hopefully. So yeah, until then.